Hello science lovers, in this here we again come with an interesting fact on energy, and the fact is not waves and particles may be the building blocks of the universe. So numerous mathematics shown that the particles might not be the fundamental building blocks of the universe, and that's crazy. So matter is what makes up the universe, we all know, but what makes up matter is a question, and this question has long been tricky for those who think about it, especially for the physicists. So, according to the new research by Jeffrey Easton, the matter is made of fragments of energy. So, all the matter you see is the fragments of energy. About 100 years ago, uh, Einstein proposed a remedy of this theory of general relativity using the mathematical tools available that at that time. Uh, Einstein was able to better explain certain physical phenomena that and also resolve a long-standing paradox relating to the inertia and gravity. So, with this theory, with this general theory of relativity, we can explain the inertia and the gravity, the relation between them. But instead of improving on particles or waves, they he eliminated them as he proposed the warping of space and time, the great thing, the great theory. So, using newer mathematical tools, some scientists have demonstrated a new theory that may accurately describe the universe. So instead of basing the theory of warping of space and time, the scientists considered that there could be a building block that is more fundamental than the particles and the wave. So there is something which is more fundamental than the particles and the wave. So scientists understand that particles and waves are existentially opposites to each other. A particle is what? A particle is source of matter that exists at a single position, a single point. But wave does not do that. A wave exists everywhere except at that point they create them. At the time the wave was that created them. The scientists made a logical sense for there to be a underlying connection between them. So there is a connection um, between the wave and the particle. So okay, now we again come to the point that is flow and fragments of energy. The fundamental idea that energy always flow through the regions of space and time. So there is a thing that energy always flow from through the fabric of space and time. Think of energy that's made up of lines that fill up a region of space and time. So in this theory, we determine that all the space-time fabric is made up of energy. A little amount of energy could be the fabric of space and time, the flowing into and out of that. So, walking from the idea of a universe of flowing energy lines, they look for a single building block for the flowing energy. So there must be a single building block of all the universe, entire universe. So they are trying to find out that. So if they could find and define such a thing, we hope we could use it accurately and make a sense of the universe. And this is the just amazing thing and crazy. So there are many theories of many building blocks to choose from mathematically, but the short one that had the features of both the particles and the wave concentrated the particle but on spread out over space and time like the wave. So there must be a building block. The answer was a building block that looks like a concentration of energy, like kind of like a star. So To explain briefly, the energy can be converted into a mass, a little amount of mass. For example, in an atom, there are nucleus, and inside the nucleus there are protons and neutrons, and inside the protons and neutrons there are quarks, and between two quarks or three quarks there are gluon fields, and when the quarks um, intersect the gluon field, the mass appear. So where does the mass come? The mass comes from the energy. So a large amount of energy is converted into a small amount or a little amount of mass according to the E equal to mc square. So for example, like a star having a energy that is highest at the center, this highest at the center, and there is a mass. The highest mass is in the center of a star. I I think you can link those uh, two situations. So after that, the scientists have also found just one works in accordance with our mathematical definition of flow. They named it as the fragment of energy. So what is a fragment of energy? A fragment of energy. So what is a fragment of energy? So in this universe, they are all you think, all you see are in a packet of energy, and it is defined as A equal to minus A by R, where A is the intensity and R is the distance function. I think I can explain the flow and fragments of energy, and if this video is helpful for you, please like this video, and thank you for watching this video.